Seth. This team's been so good on the road in the playoffs for a couple of years now. This team's been so good on the road for a couple of years now in the playoffs. As one of the new guys coming in, just what have you noticed maybe that's different about this group on the road come playoff time?
Yeah, I've noticed that the style of game that we play, it travels. I think we don't change anything based on whether we're home or away or, first change, last change, anything like that. Our game is very direct, it's simple, and it's physical hockey, and it's fast. So nothing changed. I think on the road we just get to that game a little bit quicker for some reason, and we're looking to do that tonight.
Right side, first row.
Hey, Brad. Obviously, this team has been really good at bouncing back all throughout the playoffs. What has been your sense of the group since the overtime loss? Long plane ride. I'm sure a lot of poker was played. What are you liking about what you're feeling from the group?
Yeah, it's pretty impressive how this group just is so in the moment. They don't get too high, don't get too low. Obviously it was a disappointing loss, but the page was turned pretty quick. This time of year especially, you can't get caught, thinking ahead or behind. It has to be in the moment, and especially with the quick turnaround of this game, guys did a really good job at resetting and doing what they had to do to be prepared for this game here tonight. So, that's been a pretty consistent thing that we don't get caught up in, looking ahead or behind. It's all about the next one.
Left side, second row.
Yeah, Seth, you've been around Paul Maurice now for a few months since you got traded here. What's, just from your vantage point, what has it been like being coached by him? What have you learned about him and maybe you didn't know? And does he change it all now that you guys are this far into the playoffs?
No, he doesn't change at all. To answer that question, I think ever since the first day I came in here, the first meeting I had with him, he's very direct. He knows what he wants you to do. He gives you your role and tells you the system right away, how the team plays, how he wants you to play, your strengths, your weaknesses, and so on. So he's great in front of the team. He knows when to keep it light, when to joke around, when to be serious. He's got a great temperature on the room, and in playoffs, he really, like Marshy said, we're a team that we don't dwell on wins, we don't dwell on losses. We're in the moment, game by game, and he does a great job of making sure that that's possible for us. And of course, we do video, we review things on past games, good and bad, but it's always moving forward. It's always how can we get better, and that's really the main thing, the impressive thing that I've noticed about him. It's always how can we improve, how can we get better each day.
Right side, second row.
Yeah, question for Brad. Teams have had slightly different approaches to skating every day or not skating, and in today's game, the sports science trying to get the guys more off the ice, generally speaking. I'm wondering how much that has changed during your career.
Yeah,
in terms of wanting to be on the ice every night or not.
Yeah, it's changed a ton. It was one of those things where it was automatic. Every game day there was a skate, pretty much, unless you're back to back, and if you're a young guy or a fourth line guy, you didn't play a lot, you were skating. Now, especially this time of year, it's what you need, whatever's going to make you feel the best you possibly can. But obviously with the sports science and all the data they have these days, it tells you that it's not necessarily the best thing to do all the time or every day, and it affects your recovery and everything. So there's obviously a lot more to it. It's changed a ton. It's a different mindset as well. But sometimes it's good to get out there and feel the puck, and doesn't mean you have to go 100%. Just, you get your legs moving, get the feel of the puck and everything. A couple shots can help with your confidence and all that. So everybody's different. But yeah, it's just whatever's going to help you feel your best for the night, you try to incorporate in the morning.
Take a few more for the guys, right side, second row.
Another one for Brad. Just having had a big moment here in Game 2, the double overtime winner, is that something that helps you guys at all, knowing that you've already had a big moment in this building?
I don't think we really think about it, to be honest. Every game is so different at this level. You look at moments where you feel maybe calm and poised, but every situation is so different in these games that, you just got to be in the moment. You can't think because you've had success in any game that it's going to happen, or it's going to play out the same way. It's just about being in the moment, and when you have an opportunity, try to capitalize on it and make the play, whether that's in the D zone, the neutral zone, offensive zone. It's about making the right play at the right time, and that just comes from, I think, being confident in ourselves and our game, and trusting our structure more than it is looking back at any particular game.
Take 2 more questions. Left side, 4th row.
Seth, you mentioned going over the film, pushing ahead to tonight. What was the big takeaway that can be applied from game 4 to 5?
I think just stay loose. We understand the refs are going to call the game how they see. So just staying shift by shift, winning your shift. I think we got a little stagnant maybe in that second period, and we want to continue to get pucks in and move our feet. So I don't know if we were, I think it's just human nature sometimes when you get a lead like that, but we understand how the games are played. There's ebbs and flows of it. We got to try to be on the right side of those, more consistent, I think.
Last question, right side, 3rd row.
Yeah, Brad, this is for you. You've played in some pretty epic Stanley Cup Finals so far. How's this one stack up?
This has been a pretty incredible one. I think this is one of the tightest series I think anyone will ever see. Most exciting, just the talent level and how close these two teams are. How back and forth the games have been. It's been very exciting, a little nerve-wracking at times, but we're all big fans of the game still, and to have these two teams playing each other and play the way they are, and the games playing out the way that they have, it makes you realize why you love the game so much, but also why this trophy is the hardest it is to win. I mean, when you see the way these things play out, it's why it's so special to be part of these opportunities. You never know what's going to happen. It's fun to be part of.